The National League MVP race is exciting again. It's a tight race between Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers and Pete Crow Armstrong, also known as PCA, from the Chicago Cubs. Ohtani, who has won the last three MVP awards in the league he's played in, and the back to back NL MVP king, faces a close race for the first time in years. How did his fiery opponent PCA get here? And why does PCA still receive little attention compared to Ohtani? First, let's look into the background of these guys and compare to see why both players could win the award. First, let's look at Ohtani. After spending his whole career with the Angels, winning AL MVP in 2021 and 2023, the Angels decided not to trade him at the 2023 deadline to try and make one final playoff run. They missed the playoffs and Ohtani became a free agent, signing a 10-year, $700 million deal with the team across town. Since then, he's won MVP the first 2 years he's been there and also won the World Series, beating the Yankees in 2024 in 5 games and the Toronto Blue Jays in 2025 in 7 games. Meanwhile, PCA was drafted out of high school by the New York Mets in 2020 in the first round. 1 year later, though, he was shipped off to the Chicago Cubs in exchange for Javier Baez and Trevor Williams as the Mets were trying to make a playoff run. It would turn out to be the worst trade they would ever make. The Mets missed the playoffs and watched PCA leap through the Cubs farm system, making his debut in late 2023. He made the team fully in 2024 and emerged as a legit MVP contender in the 2025 season's first half of the year, making an all-star appearance and starting in center field while Ohtani pitched and started at designated hitter in the game. After the first half, though, PCA slowed to a crawl. While in the first half he hit 25 home runs and stole 27 bases with a 131 WRC, in the second half he hit only 6 home runs and stole only 8 bases with a WRC of 72, but delivered a clutch 3-hit performance that pushed the Cubs to the NLDS where they lost in 5 games, while still keeping up the amazing defense he played in the second and first half. After making himself a legit MVP contender, he plummeted. But not this year. After starting slow, he's consistently put up great numbers as of August 6th and had a June for the ages. Now, for this year, Ohtani is batting .297 and has racked up 120 hits and 26 homers, with a .954 OPS and 6 stolen bases, while PCA is batting .288 with 124 hits, 26 home runs, and a .938 OPS with 28 stolen bases. Stolen bases is also a bigger stat than people realize, and the fact that PCA has 22 more than Ohtani should even it up a bit. Of course, we all know that Shohei always wins MVP because he's one of the best hitters and pitchers in the league. But for most of this year, Ohtani has not pitched because of injuries, relegated to only a designated hitter spot. What makes this race so close is the fact that PCA is only very slightly worse than Ohtani with hitting, has much better speed than Ohtani, and plays the best defense in the league every day, while Ohtani just hits. Because of this, PCA has actually overtaken Ohtani in the odds to win the award, which would make him the first Cub to win it since Kris Bryant won the award in 2016. This race has been amplified by the Cubs-Dodgers 3-game series played August 4th through 6th, in which the Cubs swept the Dodgers. Ohtani faces boos at Wrigley, as does former Cub Kyle Tucker, and PCA, who grew up in California in the offseason, heightened tensions when he basically said that most Dodgers fans don't truly care about their team. These sort of comments, as well as fan interactions and his temper that has him throwing things after every strikeout, are big reasons why he gets so little attention and positivity compared to Ohtani, and a reason why he didn't even start in this year's All-Star game. Instead, it was Andy Pages of the Los Angeles Dodgers, finishing an astounding 14th in fan voting among all outfielders. Because of his comments, PCA faces intense booing at Dodger Stadium. However, even though PCA is favored now, he is still only favored at negative 120, meaning that this is an extremely close race. Look no further than the third game of the Cubs-Dodgers series on August 5th. Otani homered to lead off the game, but PCA answered with a leadoff bomb of his own. PCA then hit an RBI double and cranked another home run later in the game off the Wrigley Field right field scoreboard. But Otani answered in the seventh with another homer. With almost 2 months left in the season, this is either man's game. Well, I think that if Otani can keep his offensive numbers up and can make some pitching appearances, and because of his just vast popularity in the league, he does have a good shot to win MVP. However, there's a solid argument to make for PCA in the MVP case. If we're also talking about which player is most valuable to their team, because baseball, reminder, is a team, not a solo game, PCA is definitely more valuable to the Cubs than Otani is to the Dodgers. If Otani quit tomorrow, the Dodgers would still be the best team in the league with the best starting rotation, featuring Tarek Skubal, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Justin Robleski, Roki Sasaki, Tyler Glasnow, and Blake Snell, with or without Otani, in the league. But if PCA went out for the rest of the year, who knows where the Cubs would be right now? There have been times this year where the Cubs have really struggled, and PCA has literally carried the team just by himself. The Cubs might honestly be a 500 fringe wildcard team without him, but with him, they become a true World Series contender that can stand a chance against the Dodgers. So, what do you think? Who and what do you think you would give the award to right now? And who has the best chance to win it? Please drop it in the comments. I would love to discuss it with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and have a nice day. See ya.